all roads lead to the Annika Pro-Am. Trust me, all roads, all cameras, all people will be tuned in for the Annika Pro-Am. Why? To see the GOAT, Caitlin Clark, take over the show. We have it here.
Well, it's happening again. Caitlin Clark has caused a stir. This time it wasn't on the court, but rather on the golf course. The LPGA brought her to their major event, which threw the WNBA world into a frenzy. Angel Reese was less than pleased. Social platforms erupted, and fans are wondering how golf just managed to outperform women's basketball at its own job. Here's a question for you. Why does the WNBA seem to panic whenever Caitlin Clark finds success in another arena? Let's just dive right in. The LPGA had a clear strategy, and the WNBA simply did not. They asked Caitlin Clark, the most discussed athlete in female sports, to participate in one of their Pro-Am golf tournaments.
Have it here. Caitlin Clark will compete in the Annika Pro-Am. This is gonna be fire. Y'all know she set the whole golf world on fire last year, had everybody tuned in. The ratings jumped up crazy.
The tournament became a total media frenzy. Supporters flocked in as if it were the Final Four once more. Huge crowds gathered at every hole, and reporters were everywhere. Suddenly, even people who don't follow golf were discussing the women's game. This is the Caitlin Clark effect in action. It can't be bought, it can't be manufactured, and if you're the WNBA, you apparently can't deal with it. Because, as the LPGA gave Caitlin the royal treatment, the WNBA just looked visibly sour. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And the most amusing detail? Golf enthusiasts. Yes, golf enthusiasts were out there shouting her name. The LPGA didn't simply host a guest. Caitlin swinging a club, Nelly cheering beside her. It was pure gold. The pictures went viral within hours. But this is where the trouble began. Back in the WNBA, the mood wasn't so cheerful. As the golf world celebrated, the typical critics were unhappy. Angel Reese? Of course, she had thoughts. Reports indicate she was throwing shade on social media, liking and sharing comments about overrated media darlings, and athletes who should stay in their own sport. Fans immediately knew who it was about. It seems every time Caitlin takes a breath, someone in the WNBA takes it personally. And that's the wild part. The LPGA didn't view Caitlin as a competitor. They viewed her as an opportunity. They saw her as an asset. Meanwhile, certain people in the WNBA see her as a threat to their attention. You'd think they would have caught on by now. She delivers fans, revenue, ratings, and headlines. But nope, it's back to envy and side-eyeing. It's as if Caitlin Clark is in a no-win situation. If she plays amazing basketball, she's overhyped. If she joins a golf event for charity, she's an attention seeker. It's just ridiculous. And this is where it gets even funnier. The LPGA embraced it. They described her as a breath of fresh air and said she brought new energy and excitement to their event. They promoted her interviews and shared highlights like they were putting on the Super Bowl. The WNBA's reaction in the meantime, nothing. Silence. Not one tweet or mention. Fans saw it right away. They swarmed the WNBA's page with comments like, "Why is golf celebrating her when you won't? You know she's your player, correct? The LPGA just taught you how to market a superstar." And that brings us back to Angel Reese. Because when the WNBA is silent, other players fill that void. And Angel, she isn't exactly one to hold back. Sources near her claim she's been annoyed by the amount of attention Caitlin receives, feeling the league puts too much focus on just one player. She tweets.
Next on the team, Caitlin Clark.
Myself. I play out here on tour. I'm Maria.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for being out here. It's very cool what you're doing for sports, kicking ass on and off the field. But now,
And here's the Caitlin Clark effect, Morgan, with Maria Fossey and other players out here following.
That's good.
A lot of fun. Made it easy.
Annika, could I steal you for a second? I don't think I'll have like bigger. I can't say bad stuff on TV, but badasses once together. We're doing a fun like quickie.
That's nice.
There we go. Yeah.
I'm next.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Hi,
Allie
Ewing.
I
said it, the buzz from the players
Over here, so I'm distracting you.
for
No, y'all are trying to get
has
finished.
been huge.
Somebody take this picture.
By the way, Allie, an outstanding
let's do
point
it.
guard in her own right in
ladies,
Fulton,
here we go. 3, 2,
Mississippi.
1. Hang tight.
All-state
Thanks for
Nice to
being
meet
here.
you. Yeah. Good luck.
in that sport as well.
LPGA fans adored her, and golf pros praised her, but the usual vocal minority of WNBA Twitter had a meltdown. The resentment was palpable. Posts said things like, "She's everywhere. Can another player get some spotlight? This is not basketball. What is she doing in golf?" It's as if people forgot Caitlin Clark did not invite herself. She was invited by the LPGA, who can spot a superstar, and that is when Angel Reese's response drew attention. Insiders say she was irritated that Caitlin's golf clip got more engagement than any WNBA offseason content. She even liked a comment that read, "Caitlin Clark needs to work on her jumper, not her putter." Fans took screenshots instantly, and the internet did its thing. It exploded. Comments poured in, pointing out the irony. Angel acts like she's allergic to Caitlin's success. Girl, she's just golfing, not taking your salary. Every time Caitlin does anything, Angel hits the dislike button. It all just seems so petty, especially when compared with the LPGA's handling of it. They viewed Caitlin's presence as a blessing. The official LPGA page shared her videos repeatedly, with captions like, "Basketball star Caitlin Clark brings her energy to the fairway, and Caitlin Clark shows she can excel anywhere." Every post was overflowing with positivity. Golf fans even commented, "We need her back next year." And the WNBA's main social media account, crickets. No post, no support, zero. It's as if they have an allergy to positive press. This enraged the fans. They began tagging both the WNBA and LPGA, writing things like, "You do know this is the same player who is giving you record ratings, yes? Why can't you celebrate her the way golf does?" And really, it is a valid question. Because the reality is, Caitlin Clark's stardom benefits everyone. When she is trending, women's sports are trending. When she gets coverage, viewership grows. But some within the WNBA don't get it. They see her fame as a threat, not as momentum. Angel Reese's reaction perfectly illustrates this. Rather than leveraging Caitlin's spotlight to elevate her own brand, she responds as if it's a personal attack. It's not personal, it's just business. The LPGA got that. They didn't get defensive. They identified a prime marketing opportunity and seized it. They didn't mind that Caitlin was from a different sport. They cared that she could attract new fans, which she did. The turnout for that LPGA event was enormous and enthusiastic. People were yelling, "Let's go, Caitlin." They brought signs. They wore Indiana Fever jerseys to a golf event. When is the last time women's golf saw that level of excitement? Right. The LPGA converted a single appearance into a viral sensation. Sponsors were thrilled. News outlets reported on it. Everybody won. And the greatest part, Caitlin wasn't there to steal the show. She wasn't acting like a big celebrity. She was gracious, witty, and down to earth. She laughed off her bad shots, high-fived the caddy, and posed for selfies. "Hi, Caitlin. I said it." The buzz from the players. The tournament wasn't even scheduled for television, but when fans flooded them with demands to see Caitlin, the LPGA revised their plans. They put it on national television, and just like that, the ratings soared. Women's golf experienced one of its greatest publicity weeks in history, all because it welcomed Caitlin Clark. Now contrast that with the WNBA. When Caitlin lifts ratings, half the league behaves like she's stolen something. When she sets new viewership records, some players claim it's not all about her. Okay, maybe it isn't, but let's be real. She is the one getting people to watch. That is the hard truth many in the WNBA refuse to confront. The LPGA understood it right away. They thought, we can share this spotlight. They weren't insecure, they welcomed her, celebrated her, and leveraged the moment for the growth of their sport. This is what intelligent organizations do. The WNBA, however, resembles that colleague who resents you for doing your job too well, and this is why the entire incident exploded online. Fans saw the stark difference. On one side, Caitlyn was being cheered on by thousands at a golf tournament. On the other, her own professional league failed to even acknowledge her. The juxtaposition was cringeworthy. It's as though golf, of all things, just delivered the WNBA a masterclass on promoting female athletes. And Angel Reese, rather than seeing a victory for women's sports, decided to make it personal. But that has been the story all year. Honestly, Angel's very public rivalry with Caitlyn has been a major WNBA storyline since their college days. But here's the thing, Caitlyn has never added to it. She has never spoken against Angel. She just doesn't get involved with the drama, and that's what makes people mad, because Caitlyn continues to succeed, and does so with grace. No theatrics, no insults, only performance. And when she enters another sport like golf, the same thing happens. The fans adore her, the media follows her, and everyone starts talking, except for the people who really should be. So as Angel Reese is online dropping hints and posting memes, Caitlyn Clark is over in the LPGA universe, being treated like a superstar. It's both comical and sad because the LPGA recognized what the WNBA is still failing to see. Caitlyn Clark is not taking attention from others. She is bringing attention to others. And this is why the whole thing feels so strange. You have a league desperate for attention, but when it arrives, it's treated like an issue. Then there's golf, a sport which has struggled with younger demographics, saying thank you and turning the opportunity into pure gold. So this is when things get more intense. After Caitlyn's golf appearance went viral, sports page comment sections became war zones. She has attended golf events, supported women's soccer, and lauded female athletes from other sports. She is clear about wanting everyone to succeed, yet every time she ventures outside basketball, a WNBA peer throws shade. And frankly, it's getting tiresome. Fans are over it. They don't want the drama. They want to see progress. Because if golf, yes, golf can figure out how to make Caitlyn Clark's appearance both exciting and lucrative, then what is the WNBA's excuse? The LPGA just handed them the playbook. Embrace her, promote her, let her stardom elevate your sport. That's all. But no, the WNBA behaves as if acknowledging her success is somehow a disservice to others. Quick reminder, that's not how progress happens. When Michael Jordan became a global icon, the NBA didn't complain. They built an empire around him. When Serena Williams ruled tennis, the WTA didn't look away. They marketed her as a living legend, but with the WNBA, it's the reverse. They get more anxious as Caitlyn becomes more successful, and that is why the LPGA's success with her is so striking. It proves that the Caitlyn problem isn't Caitlyn at all, it's the WNBA's handling of her. Angel Reese's response is merely a symptom of that insecurity. She sees Caitlyn everywhere, on highlights, in interviews, on commercials, and feels eclipsed. But the reality is this: if Angel would focus on her own game and not her ego, she could also share in that spotlight. The LPGA proved sharing is effective. Caitlyn did not steal the spotlight from Nelly Korda. She enhanced it. Their pictures together boosted both of their profiles. That is the power of collaboration. The WNBA, instead, remains on the defensive against its brightest stars. Even non-basketball fans are saying it. Golf gives Caitlyn more support than her own league. That is the narrative taking shape right now. And if the WNBA fails to change it, they risk losing more fans to rival sports. Because the golf event was not just for fun, it was a clear warning. A warning that supporters will go where they are celebrated. And at this moment, that is not the WNBA. It is golf. Just think about that. Golf is out marketing basketball, and it's all because they allowed Caitlyn Clark to be Caitlyn Clark. She brought her personality, her following, and her brand, and the LPGA embraced it. No envy, no petty drama, just smart strategy, and you can be sure this won't be the last time another sport tries to leverage the Caitlyn effect. She will receive more invitations, soccer matches, charity events, maybe even tennis. Any league that embraces her will benefit, and the league that snubs her will continue to fall behind. If Angel Reese and others fail to see that, they will stay stuck, while other women's sports expand, because the truth is, Caitlin Clark is now bigger than just basketball. She is a brand, a unifier, and a model for how women's sports should operate. When she succeeds, the whole landscape succeeds. If only people would stop resisting it. The LPGA did not waste energy debating what was fair. They saw an opportunity and acted, and that is why they are trending. The WNBA, meanwhile, keeps trending for all the wrong reasons. So, if Angel Reese genuinely cares about growing the sport as she claims, maybe she should put her phone away, stop taking everything so personally, and learn that teamwork beats rivalry, particularly off the court. Because, as of now, Caitlin is living rent-free in the minds of half the league, all while securing more endorsement deals than the rest of them combined. So what are your thoughts? Did Angel Reese overdo it, or is the WNBA simply envious of Caitlin Clark's rise? Leave your opinion in the comments, and if you agree the LPGA just schooled the WNBA in marketing, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because we will be analyzing every sports drama that comes next.